față. Hello everyone, welcome to another live coding show of CodeTap. I'm your host Marian, and today we'll be talking more about websites. What it is to build one if you're a client and you're looking to find somebody to build a website for yourself, or if you are into becoming a web developer. So you can get in touch with me directly by calling at 03333034654 if you're from the UK, from within the UK, and if you're from outside, you can call in at cut that zero, yeah, let's do +443333034654. Otherwise, you can join us on the live feeds on Facebook and YouTube. So for Facebook, it's facebook.com/CodeTap, and you should find the live feed over there and drop a comment. And for YouTube, it's youtube.com/CodeTap/live. So drop a comment if you have any questions that aren't answered. Otherwise, I'll try to open a subject, and the subject should be about what is pair programming, or how to ask a good question when you're looking for help into coding. So I'll give you 5 minutes to choose between what is pair programming, A, what is pair programming, and B, how to ask a good question on the web when you're into trouble as a coder. So A is what is pair programming, and B is how to ask a good question. I'll wait for about 5 minutes for you to vote, and then we'll pick one and go with it. There's a loud noise. Hello, Andrei. Andrei, can you hear me, Andrei? There's a terrible noise, Andrei. Just, I don't know, I can't hear anything. It's like it's booming in my ears. Andrei, are you there? Hello? Just a second. Just a second. Can I fix this? Can you hear me? Andrei? I can hear you, but your volume is very low. Yeah, that's okay. 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 Are there any votes regarding those two questions? Okay, so the connection dropped. I'll give you a few more minutes for whoever is online. Vote for which subject we should talk about. Is A, what is pair programming, or B, how to ask a good question when you're into trouble as a coder. Are you still on, Andrei? Yeah. I think the feed should be back now. Yeah. So any votes so far? Okay, so if nobody's voting, we won't speak about anything. I will speak about anything I want, and if anybody votes, we'll speak about whatever they want. However, let's see. So apparently, one of our not we can't call them students. Before students got a job offer in Romania, and he's gonna take it. So congratulations to him. Well done. Somebody else got a job into IT, which is good. And I've also had a nice chat with one or two possible new students last night. We had some food together. We drove around London. They they've seen what an electric car means and what a performance electric car means as well. And more or less, I'll be waiting for more updates for them within 1 or 2 months to see if one of them or both of them will start. Because one of them already finished the first course, the first test, and that's all it is for me to consider having you as students and you having me as a mentor. So today is Thursday, which means tomorrow night it's going to be a nice. We are going to be on a nice journey. Our first travels have succeeded, and my wife and his girlfriend, we are going to pay a visit to Amsterdam. Chill out a bit, relax. We'll see how it goes. Maybe see the tulips if it's the tulip season or whatever. And on top of that, as I was saying, one of the before students an offer in Romania into IT as a web developer or junior web developer. At the same time, my current client has selected three of the CVs three of the 7 CVs I proposed for them to start a chat, start the interview process. So congratulations to Elena, Julian, and Razvan for being selected for further interviews. We'll see how it goes, and so on. So yeah. Things are moving. At the same time, tomorrow we should receive some audio upgrades to make our sound clearer. Not this sound, the sound that will be you'll be hearing when we are at CodeTap Studio. So yeah. Okay. Okay. So hello to you, Irina. And then who was asking about what country it is? Adam. Adam, I'm speaking from the UK. I'm currently, on my way to the CodeTap office, CodeTap studio in London. So nice to meet you all. I would like to meet you a bit further. So I just said that I'm from London and I'm driving towards CodeTap studio. Drop a comment with where you are from. So what country are you from? Where are you at? A Tesla passed by me, so let's count the Teslas. One Tesla. Okay. Okay. On top of that, let's remind ourselves, you can vote for which topic we should debate. And if you, the very first topic is what is pair programming, and the other topic is how to ask a good question when you're into trouble as a web developer. So as a web developer, when you're asking questions online, on forums, on groups, on Stack Overflow, wherever you ask, maybe somebody who knows, who has more experience than you, and you want to ask a good question in a good way, we can talk about that. Or do you have a friend? Do you have somebody that is into coding just like you are, and can you benefit from pair programming? What is pair programming? So you can vote. Definitely A is pair programming and B is how to ask a good question. Just drop a comment with A or B and Ray will count those votes and we'll see which ones win. We debated today in our live coding show about web pages, all about web pages. If you want to become a web developer, if you are a web developer, you can ask your questions that don't have answers. Yes, Andrei? Okay, so hello to you back from Latvia. I forgot the name. Andrei, just read the chat for me. So again, I'm waiting for votes. A, what is pair programming, and B, how to ask a good question. And I've just seen that there's a crazy driver in front of me, so I better avoid him. Because those type of people are just not worth getting into any discussion with them. Andrei, your voice is very low. Your voice volume is very low. Yeah, okay. Hello, Kosovo. Welcome. Do ask your questions either on the chat. You can drop a question in the chat if you want me to try and help you out with anything. Or you can get in contact with me directly. If you're from the UK, you can call on 03333034654. Or if you are from outside the UK, you can call on +443333034654. It's a normal tariff number. There's no special tariff. It's just a normal number, landline number. So you can choose either drop a comment or get directly in contact with me and ask your question. Any votes so far, Andrei? Wow. Okay. So Adam is asking if HTML is a programming language. So there's a debate on this about if it's a programming language or just a syntax language, whatever. I myself don't even look at it like that. I look at it as what it does. HTML is a language, either if it's a programming or not language. It's a language that you can structure a web page. You can build the structure of a web page, and that's how I look at it. I've seen those questions a lot of times on the web. Not entirely sure if the right answer actually matters. So that's how I look at it. I've seen this before. I've been asked before. I look at it as a language that I write the structure of the web page. The rest doesn't matter unless I'm making a statistic on how many languages are coding languages, programming languages, whatever. So that's my answer. Thank you for asking it. Thank you, Adam. Yeah. Sanjay. Okay. Okay. So for the person from Kosovo, congratulations for deciding to learn. I understand that you're a beginner. So I would recommend you several ways of starting. One would be to go on w3schools.com, and that's a very big website that will introduce you to the technical part of coding. So it will introduce you to HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and many others. However, I would suggest to start with those three. And if you'd like to start coding as practice, and then while you code, learn how to code while you do it, there are a lot of tutorials organized in playlists on YouTube on the channel, on the CodeTap channel. So if you search for CodeTap, CodeTap on YouTube, you'll find our channel, and all you have to do is click the tab and then pick one from over there. We also have a suggested order of going through those playlists that is available on info.codetap.academy. So info.codetap.academy, that's our website, and that's where you can find in the courses, in the YouTube courses section, you can find a description about each playlist. What would you get out of following those tutorials? What would you be able to achieve at the end of building or techniques and so on? And the recommended way, if you're a beginner, you can start from the very first tutorial, which is before you start code. I introduce you to what HTML is and what CSS is. Then the second tutorial is everyone can code, and literally everyone can code. As we started with my son when he was 4 years old, he wouldn't know all the letters, and he would have to search for them on the keyboard. However, at the age of 4 years old, my son typed his first web page, his first HTML web page with my help. So if he can do it, everyone can do it. Hence, everyone can code a tutorial. Okay, the live stream has ended. Let me try to get it back. I don't think the image will get back unless I stop somewhere, and I don't want to do that. So the image feed won't get back. Okay, so there's another question: how to learn HTML, and basically my previous answer is the same answer. You want to go on W3 Schools, W3 Schools, come on, just for a second. Let me reset. W3 Schools, that's it. So you want to go on W3 Schools, and there is an entire section about HTML where you would learn more about what tags that are available over there, how to write HTML, for some examples, and you can edit them yourself. Otherwise, you can visit our webpage where you can find a recommended playlist of free courses. All those courses over there are free. So all you have to do is visit info, short for information, right? So info.codetap, that's CODETAP, .academy, and basically use the menu to go on the YouTube courses section, and over there you have all the playlists one click away for you to start learning how to build websites. So that's how you start. Andrei, try to speak a bit slower because I couldn't hear you. Okay? Yeah. So is it the same question, how to learn HTML? Okay, Andrei, I would like you to drop a comment back where they ask the questions with the link to our website. So it's info.codetap.academy. And I would like you to drop the comment with the YouTube in it. So after you type in info.codetap.academy, you put a slash, then a hash, and then YouTube. And it takes them directly to the courses section, to the free courses section that are available on YouTube. Okay, great question so far. I will also read that chat when I get to the office and try to see if I can improve my answers. So watch out for my follow-up, and keep the questions coming. I still got about 20 minutes until I get to the office. So okay. Okay, so there's another question. How can I understand or learn something if I can't see anything? Well, can you teach us on C++? I think was the question. Well, the answer to that is right now, and in the morning, I do two live shows about coding, where you can ask questions and I can give you my advice. There are other live shows that I do where we actually do coding, live coding, and there is where you'll see lots of coding. At the moment, this live show is about asking questions and getting advice. So there isn't any coding going on. in this current live coding show. It's all about web pages. It's all about coding, but it's not a direct screen share of my coding, of somebody coding. We do lots of those ones, and you can definitely um, go on the CodeTap channel on YouTube, click the playlist, and you'll see lots of coding examples over there. Another Tesla, I've just seen it. I know I'm just saying that they can go on YouTube, search for CodeTap, click the playlist button, and over there will be lots of coding shows with coding. However, we don't touch C++. We do JavaScript, we do Node.js, we do React, HTML, CSS, building web pages, not building applications with C++. So sorry, no C++. Unless somebody that's good at C++ wants to join our CodeTap community and help you out, not going to be me. By the way, let me also introduce myself. I'm Marian Zburlea, and I've been a web developer for 22 years. And this is your chance to ask somebody that has been that long in the business anything about coding. One time, it's not good.
Oh,
That's not good. Do you have the style tag inside the CSS file? You can take this more as a radio or as a podcast where we talk about it. We don't code right now unless you're coding and I remotely help you while you're describing your coding example. So this is not a screen share of coding. Cool. Are there any more questions? So how's your day so far, Andrei? Okay. I think I might go to restart the stream. Let me try. Okay, so it should be back now. Cool. So great question so far. I'm pretty happy that you're into coding and you want to start your web developer career. Here at CodeTap, we started about 3 years ago to help people get into jobs, and we've mentored them or we've helped them directly online. And we are proud to help over to have helped over 20 people get into jobs, and some of them are into really, really well rewarded jobs. So that's what we do. The community, the CodeTap community, and the coding community grow bigger. We make the front end world a better place every day. That's what we do at CodeTap. For mentoring and helping out and providing free software and free advice and lots of free stuff. Yeah. Do you have any more questions? If you do, drop them in a comment on facebook.com/CodeTap, and you can find over there the live feed, as well as on youtube.com/CodeTap/live. Drop a question or get directly into contact with me by calling in on a normal phone. The phone number is 03333034654 UK, or from outside UK plus 443333034654. Grazie Lario over there. Grazie la... I got a message that I have used it. What does that mean? I have used 80% of my data allowance. That's something. I didn't know live shows do take a lot of bandwidth. We'll have to sort this out, Andrei. Apparently, the data allowance is going down pretty fast. So I think we want to rethink this and update our approach of dealing with live shows. I think we want to send maybe data on 480 or whatever before 720, and then just add it as a smaller window inside our live feed. Apparently, surprises keep coming when you're about to do something, which makes us respectful more for the people that already do them, because I'm pretty sure everybody went through something similar. Are the questions going on the CodeTap feed? Any more questions? Cool, cool. Yeah, I'm looking at the traffic right now. I just want to make sure that I don't get stuck too much. Yeah, so I was thinking, about what should we do next. Firstly, starting next week. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, firstly, starting next week, I want to start a new live coding show. This one would be actually with code in it, so you can watch us coding. Where I will code the website CodeTap.academy. Second. So I will code the website CodeTap.academy unless there is a student online of CodeTap that wants to join in, and basically we'll pair program and continue with that student solving that challenge. So it will be a lot of JavaScript, a lot of React. I believe it will be TypeScript as well. Definitely HTML and CSS because that's what we output anyway. And we'll solve each of those challenges one by one, and you'll see our website growing. So that's our intent, that's our plan. Build a website from scratch with JavaScript and libraries like React, Redux, style components, what else? TypeScript to type checking catch some of the errors while they happen while we type them. We'll do live coding shows on top of the ones that I'm doing when I'm going to work and when I'm coming from work. So we'll be doing more and more of those. At the same time, I'm still waiting. We should have quite soon some of the students that we are mentoring at the moment into jobs because they keep getting interviews, and at some point somebody will say yes to them and they'll say yes to the employers back, and they'll shake hands and they'll get hired or whatever. So it's a good moment to be in touch with CodeTap. You'll see how others succeed, how others start, and so on. We do have another success to celebrate, by the way. We don't have to wait for it. It's Laurențiu. He got a promotion deal. So now he is the second top student of CodeTap. Yeah. So Laurențiu got a promotion. We can celebrate that. It's a good one. And another Tesla, I've just seen it on my right. Last Teslas. Let's count those Teslas. So, who's up for more React? Who's up for more JavaScript? Drop a comment over there. Let me know if you want me to aim for daily JavaScript live coding shows. That's me. On top of that, I think in 2 weeks we should be able to release another course, not just live coding shows, another course that you can follow. It will be aimed for total beginners. So if you start from scratch, you haven't coded anything ever, or at least you want to have a clean slate, start from scratch in a more organized and in an easier way to find out how web pages are built, how they work, and how you can build yourself a web page by just opening your computer without having to install any software at all. So that's the tutorial we are working on right now. That's the course we are working on right now. I hope to get that ready within the next 2 weeks, as well as another one. It's about CSS, and that will be released on YouTube as well as courses.codetap.academy. I'm still waiting for you guys to ask questions. I'm here to help you out. I'm here to give you my advice. I've been into web development for over 2 decades, and I'm really passionate about it. I'm as excited as I was in the very first day when I started playing with websites. I'm also excited as in the first day. So after almost 22 years, I'm still happy that I'm a web developer. So drop a question on Facebook or on YouTube. I'll be happy to answer it. If from the UK, you can get in touch with me if you want me to be your mentor, if you want to accelerate your web developer career and help you get to a place where you can forget about money to achieve financial freedom. Are we doing with questions, guys? Any question on the feed? That's cool. That's cool. If you're seeing the feed now, this is Clapham Junction for people that aren't from the UK or from London. It's a pretty busy place. It has about 17 railways. People come and go all the time over here. I used to pass through this junction when I got my first client in the UK. This is what I was passing through, and I was amazed by the number of people that come and go through this junction. Okay, so let's quickly talk a bit about what is programming, because we still got about 10 minutes to go until I reach the CodeTap office, CodeTap studio, where we record our tutorials and where we meet with students to help them out get into jobs as quickly as possible. So what is pair programming? Well, pair programming is a technique of delivering projects that is a bit more efficient than the normal scenario where every developer has its own computer and every developer works with its own computer. The pair programming one uses 2 developers, only 1 keyboard, and it can be 1 monitor or multiple monitors, but there's only 1 keyboard and only 1 mouse. Each developer takes turn, and one will be the driver and the other one will be the navigator. So one sits at the keyboard and types, and the other one comes up with suggestions and how to solve something, how to approach something, and both of them contribute to the same piece of code. So you have 2 pair of eyes and 2 minds contributing to solving the same challenge. This, in turn, has many benefits, and if done right, it has more benefits than 2 developers working separately. Longer happen as a second pair of eyes will catch those errors before they do happen. Okay. And then both developers are aware of that particular section of the code. So if one falls ill or takes holidays, there is at least one more developer that is comfortable with that section of the code. And if something needs to be solved quickly, then it is quite likely to be possible for that task. So the awareness of the majority of the code increases through the number of developers by doing pair programming. So you're less likely to spend time in fixing bugs. The number of bugs that produced goes down dramatically by doing pair programming. As well as it increases the awareness of developers. At the same time, the developers that are doing the pair programming will boost their skills, will boost their communication. So it's a triple win from this point of view. So far, this is what I know about pair programming. If you have any other opinion or if you want to say something about it, feel free to drop your opinion in the chat. I'm happy to find more about it. Yes, Graciela? Graciela, could you please speak closer to the microphone and repeat it? So Web 4.0. Graciela, just a second, Graciela, I can't really hear you. Right? If you don't speak closer to the microphone and a bit louder. So when is something 4.0 coming out? When will the Web 4.0 come out? Well, I don't know the answer to this question. I didn't even knew that there is a Web 4.0 coming out. So, I don't know. I'll find out myself maybe later on. And if I do find, I'll reply to you the message that I did. So, Web 4.0. That's something. Why is it called 4.0? I'm not sure. But good question. I'll be happy to find more about it. What is Web 3.0, 2.0, and so on. I think it's about this thing called Internet of Things, right? IoT. I'm not sure. So I can't answer something I don't know. I can have an opinion about it, but that won't make it true. So I can guess, I can give it a go, but definitely I'm not in a good position to answer it properly right now. By the way, does anybody else from the audience know when Web 4.0 will come out, or if they know what Web 4.0 is all about? I'll be happy to find or to hear more about it. Who else heard about Web 4.0? Drop a comment. Is there another question, Graciela? Cool. quite a beautiful day today. So guys, I'll read the chat. I'll get back to you and I'll reply in a few moments if I have better answers to the questions you've asked. Thank you for being with me this afternoon. I'll keep those shows coming. I'm not sure if tomorrow we'll be doing one. We'll be upgrading our sound system. So tomorrow we might do a show or not. If not, we'll catch up next week when we'll come back from our short holiday in Amsterdam, and we'll continue doing more live shows. And we'll start with JavaScript ones. So again, thank you for being with me and happy hacking. I'll catch you next time.